coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll start the return inside his spot. The Tigers offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Under fire. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense. On the first drive of the game, you're not just getting a 3-and-out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with a safety to open this thing up.
So the Tulane Green Wave offense will have its first chance to go on the attack. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense tonight.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got him. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Tulane right back to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Zings it complete to the right. There he goes.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Rush is on him. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way.
And That's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So here comes the Auburn offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying to set up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The screen always seems so easy until you find all of that traffic right in front, Jesse.
Yeah, and we see so many screens in college football these days. The ball getting spit out quickly. I think more and more defenses, Reese, today are just expecting it. They're practicing against it all week leading up to games. You can tell this defense well-versed right now on how to stop these types of plays.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. To the air, it's Hankerson. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. A straight downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on it, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. This drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Throwing right. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. The hand to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass, it's Hankerson. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown! Grabbed in the end zone. Six on the board. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
How about that? His second receiver down to the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Finds his tight end. Brings him to the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down. Looking for more. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the ground, he's got it again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tulane right back to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. He's got him this time. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw again. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. He's looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. To throw, it's Hankerson. Got his man on the right. Tying it on. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's high. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Here comes Auburn to the line on first and 10. They'll give it to the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On the move, he fires. It's complete. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. First and 10. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Here comes the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Miles. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. The snap sets up the throw. Pressure coming. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up. Extra on that return. What a play by this defense to get the football. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the move, it's Hobbs. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Power football with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air, it's Hankerson. Puts it out of the air. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And And here's a fumble. Line. football was loose. Offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, he's got some space. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. From the gun, looking for a man. It's complete on the right side. Push down for the tackle. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. Wants to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Hankerson. Finds the tight end. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half, and it's a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick timeout call on the offense after the play.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's straight. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
Now facing a 3rd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Got enough for the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout. Tulane.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need the... Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Offense, quick tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Now adjusting. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. It's a fumble. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, they still have it.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job getting the interception. And listen, when you're running to the football, trying to block, that ball comes out. Nice job falling on it, creating the turnover.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hankerson. It's on target and complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think there's room to run to the right here. Runs through the tackle. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this one is perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try his field goal team out there. And his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these.
Turning it on! He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Might as well give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough.
Makes the grab past the marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. When you absolutely have to have a play, use that big body slant to move the chains on 4th down.
Yep, 4th and short. I mean, you got to know the ball's coming out quick as a defense, but wins really quickly inside with the slant. Catches the football, picks up even more yards after the catch. Nice timing by this offense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And wings it incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it meant...
Touchdown, Green Wave! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So the 16-play drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from in, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Kicking team's got it.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Mississippi State is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in Starkville. They're trailing by 28 to NC State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Running back searching for a hole. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Looking for a man. It's Hankerson. Fires to the tight end. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Green Wave. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you could see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here we go. They'll run it. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield. It's Cummings. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Gets it out quickly. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Tulane.
Gets the back moving. They want to throw it. Lets it fly. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Cummings. Bringing the heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Yeah, and this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive? Sneaks into the end zone.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
To the air on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his man. It's Reddick. And he's dragged down.
Kind of like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
Offense, and finally some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And tackled there by the defense. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Green Wave shotgun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set.
Now they'll run it on the toss. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Tulane right back to the line. The give from the gun. Still running at the 35. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Fires to the big fella. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in stride inside the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. To the air. It's Cummings. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Tulane.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back